Are you a little confused? Like, are you confused about how the baseball world works? Because I write these articles called Global Giants. And what I do is I basically look at how all of our players, former players, current players, are doing in the minor league system, the indie ball system, all in their quest to get to Major League Baseball. But it's confusing. I throw out terms like AAA, high A, double A, whatever. That stuff's confusing. I get it. So I want to try to make it as simple as possible. So if you want to know how the baseball system works, I'm going to try to break it down in like 5 minutes. Like, this is a confusing system. I'm going to try to break it down as quick as I can before I go back to watching some baseball games this morning, because that's just what I do, baby. It's pretty fun. Okay, let's start it off. MLB. That's the gold standard. Everyone knows the MLB, right? Like, we're talking teams like the Philadelphia Phillies, my Toronto Blue Jays. You see all those people wearing those New York Yankees, LA Dodgers caps. That's obviously the best league in the world, and that is what you dream of playing with when you're a kid. Now, believe it or not, we've got 6 players, 6 of them, that have either been playing for us in the past or are currently on our roster that are playing in the top league in the world. That's how good the Australian Baseball League is. Alex Wells, who we just signed, he's Australian, 25 years old. He'll be on our roster this year, currently in the big leagues with Baltimore. But then you have guys like G-Man Choi, Andrew Kittredge, Luke Williams, Aaron Whitefield, Travis Demeritte. They're all in the big leagues too. And how's Andrew Kittredge? Played for us in 2012-13. First ever All-Star that we've had make it to the big league. So that's the gold standard. But there's a system to get there. So let's start on the pathway. How do you get to the big leagues if you get signed as a minor league baseball player? What does that mean? Let's start at the top. You have the MLB. You have a 25-man roster. You have your starting shortstop, second base, all that kind of stuff. You know the baseball positions. Don't need to explain that. Right below, we have AAA. Now, I guess this is kind of like your sandful players or your reserves in the footy terms. I don't know. I don't really know footy. I'm a baseball guy, ice hockey guy, whatever. But this is where players that are probably MLB caliber that just can't quite get into the lineup go. So either you are a bit of a veteran prospect, you've been in the minor league system for a while, that's where you are, or you've been in the big leagues and you're getting dropped up and down. Luke Williams is a good example of this. So he spent time in the MLB, he spent time in AAA, he's fighting for that MLB spot. When he's not on, maybe he gets sent down to AAA, and that's where he goes and he gets some more game time, because what's the point of sitting on the bench the whole time if you can be getting regular at-bats in AAA? John Hennigan, shout out to him right now. He was our import last season, didn't allow a run in the ABL. He's allowed only 1 earned run in mid-A and AAA, and now he's making a case to the Philadelphia Phillies saying, call me up, get me to the big leagues, let me show what I can do with my big left-handed powerful arm, what I can do at the top level. So he's kind of in AAA, that's the level below. Then you have AA. Now, I liken this to kind of like the best prospect league in the world, right? So mainly the players here are probably aged between maybe 20 and 24. And a lot of these top 100 prospects are in this competition, including Adelaide's own Curtis Mead. He's hitting .366, by the way, in the last 2 weeks with 3 home runs over the weekend. He's going crazy. But the value of AA is that you have all 30 organizations in the MLB, all of their best prospects, all of the players they think are going to make it to the big leagues, they send down to AA, and they say, all right, our best prospects versus your best prospects. We think this guy's going to the big leagues. Let's go play him against the guy that you think is going to the big leagues. And if they go really well, maybe they get a call up to AAA, but sometimes they just get the call up right to the big leagues because they're dominating versus the best prospects already. So why do you need to go to AAA? I get it. Sometimes it happens, and I'm oversimplifying it. But the AA, I look at as like the best prospect league. Then you have high A, and those are the guys that are maybe knocking on the door of AA. Again, a little bit younger. This is where like Rickson Wingrove and Jack O'Loughlin, South Australia zone, are right now. Now, these are very good prospects, and sometimes you have like the #1 prospect in baseball play in high A. It's not all in absolutes, but generally, these are guys that have been pros for a year or two. They're just trying to get their games in. They're trying to make their mark. If they perform well at high A, kind of like what Curtis Mead did last year in Bowling Green, then they'll get the call up to AA. So Curtis Mead last year played in high A, crushed it, hit over 300, got the call to the Arizona Fall League, another all-star competition. But they said, you know what? High A, you've done that. Let's see how you go in AA. So you have a mix of top level and, you know, those guys that are emerging. Then you have low A, and that's a great opportunity for players to get their first real traveling professional baseball experience. Some are short season, some are long season. Guys like Kendall Simmons are in this right now. You know, he's a young 21-year-old guy, came out of high school, just finding his legs in pro baseball. If he goes well there, like Curtis Meade did last year when he started in Charleston, then you get the call up to high A, and if you do well, then you go to the top prospect league in the double A. It's all a big system. Now, if you're just become a professional baseball player, maybe you don't have that experience, you might go somewhere where Riley Yateman is going. So South Aussie, 18 years old, one of the youngest minor league baseball players right now. He's just gone to learn how to be a pro. You know, he just finished high school in Australia, just going to America. He's going to play at one complex in Arizona for the Padres, and he's going to play a bunch of other players in a similar situation, just becoming pros for the first time. Shout out to Riley Yateman, by the way. A tough first outing at this level, but he bounced back with 2 1/3 of innings. He didn't allow any runs, only allowed 1 hit. Great to see. So that's how it works. You have MLB. That's where you want to go. You got AAA. That's kind of your reserves. That's where they're at. AA, the top prospects seem to play in this league. High A, yeah, good prospect, trying to show me what you can do against other good prospects. Maybe you get that call up to AA to go against like the true guys that they have pegged. Low A, just getting your pro start. And then complex is your raw. They're fresh guys. And they're just trying to figure out life as a pro. And that's where guys like Chris Adamson are working and pitching coach Josh Spence too. So I hope this helps you. That's how it goes. Check out our Global Giants from this week. That's how you can see the kind of caliber of competition they're playing against and where they're at in their journey. We're going to be getting likely some Phillies guys from somewhere, anywhere maybe between AA and low A to come play for the Giants this year. Check out how our guys are doing. The baseball are legit, and I hope you're enjoying your offseason.